Okay, are you streaming it or me?
I already have it all set up, but if you want to stream it, you can.
Okay, yeah, you go for it.
Cool.
Do you want to do here out?
I've already gone live.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So they can hear everything I just said.
Well, yeah, but
Amazing.
what does that matter? I mean, we can say whatever we want. This ain't fancy. This ain't nothing professional, special.
Sorry, my Discord just crashed as soon as I turned on my webcam.
I love it.
Okay.
I will
Discord.
get your webcam go.
Oh.
Can I pop this out? Yes. And I will add you to window capture.
Oh, okay. It's not letting me join the lobby.
We haven't started the lobby.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Crop. I'm going to crop you up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm cropped up on my OBS as well. So.
I do a little bit of. I occasionally have to do a little bit of cropping.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, beauty. Oh, yes. Perfect. Okay. Alright, you are now appearing to the people. Welcome.
Kyboi's emotes, dude. He has
is-
like all of these on, yeah, like on command. Like what the? How does he
He-
know what all of them are?
His emote game is fire.
He does. He has good emote game. Unity. Okay, yeah. Oh, I think he's clicking them actually.
Well,
I
yeah,
see.
but he knows what's there to click. That's the thing.
Bob toss. You don't need anything else as long as you have Bob toss.
Yeah, exactly. Bob Toss.
That's my.
Caparos is also pretty solid. My favorite one, though, I think, is the muffin emote. Why is there a muffin emote in StarCraft 2?
Why wouldn't there be a muffin emote?
It just... I mean, yes, but, like... It's not like there's anything to do with muffins in the lore.
Mm-hmm.
Magnath's not going to promote his own series. Okay, I'll post it. Classic Magnath.
I can see you messing with the with the settings on the stream now.
Yeah.
Because of the delay.
Like sometimes I'm
Amazing.
like cutting you in half, and other times it's like
Yeah.
just little smidgen of change. I gotta get it
Okay.
perfect. I gotta get the black border around you perfect because the way Discord does the camera, I'm sure there's a way to like just do the
Yeah.
camera, but man,
Eh.
I don't feel like now is the time to figure that out.
Like leaning super far forward. Yeah, because I'm looking at all
I
the
mean,
emotes.
like,
Amazing.
yeah, you
Okay.
just no, like you gotta go. You gotta be natural. Like you don't worry about it being centered. That's the thing.
I think I do
have,
need to.
See, if I was to get rid of the green screen appearance, then I would look less centered. But because I do green screen magician magic stuff, it looks. I can make myself appear centered even when I'm not.
Yeah.
The beauty of special effects.
Yes.
All right. So, I agreed to do this because I came to see Magnath get dunked on, personally.
I see. Interesting.
Because I love messing with him, because it's fun. And Kyboi, as you know, has been dunking on me a lot. So I want to see someone else. I want to see
You want-
another Protoss get the special treatment.
Yeah. Okay, Magnath is back. All right, amazing. I think he was spending that entire time just posting links everywhere.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. Who's the host? Kyboi is the host. Kyboi is not going. Man, StarCraft 2 lobbies.
Man, I'm sad. Slayer tried to do an OnlyFans command, and I really wanted to post like some funny link in response to that, but I couldn't think of anything in time, and now it's too late. I'm sleepy.
Yeah. There we go. I did the command.
Oh, thank you. Just download more
Yeah.
RAM.com. Yeah, you don't have enough RAM to handle my my OnlyFans page. There's a lot of content. Kappa. Hi.
That's a virus.
That's fine.
Hello,
Denny in
Deny.
the house. The most recent winner of the Berserker Masters League.
Oh, I actually missed that. Deny is. Actually, I don't think it's not actually a virus, right? Pretty sure.
I don't know. I've never.
I don't think so.
I thought it was a meme website,
I'm pretty sure it's a meme website.
like just for Nemesis. You can
No,
download
it-
RAM?
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Oh, I didn't
Um,
put your name underneath you. That was a mistake. I should do that after this, so that people know
Yeah.
who you are.
Wait. Get on your camera. Okay. So spawning in the top right-hand corner of Jaggernaut to LE. He is the yellow Zerg player representing Alpha X and Freedom. He is Kyboi.
Freedom! Ironically, playing Zerg, the least free race. And in the bottom left, in the pink, from Egypt, and the one who puts this all on, the mastermind behind it all, who we shall love and praise and also trash talk. It is Magnath! Denny imagined you completely differently. Many have.
That everybody says that. Everybody.
I think right now it's because of the longer hair. Like you don't sound like someone who would have as long a hair as you do.
I don't know, man.
Magnath committing to this fake quite a bit. Gonna cancel that pylon. I feel like that canceled pylon should indicate that it's done, but it's actually
pulls more
forcing.
drones.
Oh no, this is a fantastic start here for Magnath.
I mean, it is 50 minerals.
I feel like the
But-
amount of lost mining time, like in the past 30 seconds, Magnath has mined 700 he spiked up to 750 more resources mined per minute than Kyboi. So I think it at worst it balances out.
Yeah. No, that's a good start. But it is a little bit more committed, so Magnath's build is going to be also slowed down a significant amount. Like, normally, if you're doing a fake cannon rush at 25 minerals, almost is negligible. But 50 is a little bit more. I think that's kind of adventuring towards the range where some things get slowed down by a second or two. Maybe even like 3 or 4.
Which is fair. However, the fact that he got that extra drone pull, I think is what really balances that out. But Magnath didn't know that that's what happened. That was all in
He
the
actually
high ground.
doesn't. That's true. Like, those 5 extra drones that Kyboi pulled was definitely a big game changer here for Magnath, making that a little worth.
Well, we'll see what he
As it is,
Yeah.
Twilight Council.
This isn't going to be DTs, right? There's no Robo yet, so it's probably not DTs.
It's a Robo.
Oh, well, speak of the devil. And
He waited to kill the Overlord, but the Ling got in the base.
Yeah, Kyboi and
So-
his lings. My word. Flashbacks to life and just what life could do with lings. Kyboi channels his inner life without the match fixing. Well, or maybe maybe not. I don't know.
No, this is a pretty common thing for Zerg players these days. Magnath is going to go for DTs, by the way. But no, this is a common thing for Zerg players to do these days. Use their lings for scouting more than their overlords. A lot of them will. A lot of time you'll see an overlord pop into the main, then the stalker will go towards the overlord, then they'll sneak in the ling if there's no adept on the wall. Or just simply have a ling patrolling between the natural and the third just to kind of see when the third is being taken, and then look for an opening to sneak in the wall as well. So this is just Kyboi being meta. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not really like his own personal flair. It's just like a smart thing to do in general.
Well, yeah. Do you see a lot? I don't see a lot of Zergs go for it. There'll be the occasional one that sends their lings across, but maybe I'm too low level to face too many Zergs that do this frequently. It feels pro gamer at the very least.
It is, yeah. And a lot of Zergs on ladder don't do this because Zergs on ladder are not all that great. Lings do get into the natural here though.
Kill 4 probes, man, and they're not
4
done.
Probes. Magnath is not paying attention to this. He's looking on the other side of the map, going to be shitting his adepts in to the third here. I don't know. I feel like these are reversed. I feel like the adept should be in the third base trying to take that down. There's no spore crawler.
Yeah, or at least like the adept should go into the main, like go where the drones are. The adepts are here to kill workers, and now the 1DT is dead. 7 probes go down in the end, and there's still no drones over here. The adepts are fighting the lings, which is what Kyboi wants all day. Dang.
Yeah. So in the end, Magnath actually kills fewer workers than Kyboi, and Kyboi has a lot of extra units after that defense. I think he was predicting for it to be glaives, but still managed to hold the DTs, and Magnath lost both of his DTs that he warped in, and all 3 adepts. So this counterattack could be a little bit scary, although Warp Prism in the main is going to start to make the damage a little bit more palpable for Magnath.
Yeah, my biggest concern is how late Magnath's third is. He dropped it at 5:30. That's when it started. So these eight drones, and do we get to double digits? No, but 9 drones. That actually, when those 2 adepts get more done than the rest of the adepts and DTs combined.
Yeah, I mean this suddenly makes it more than worth it here for Magnath. Although he is still down a little bit in the army supply. No, the prism is going to go down, so that's a really big pickoff for Kyboi.
Tilt!
Magnath thought that was safe. Clearly, it is not.
I thought they nerfed queen range. Come on.
Yeah, you know, me too. But more adepts being warped in. He's got +1 on the way in charge. Okay, I don't know why he's warping in more adepts. It's interesting decision. Maybe he's just playing to harass more. What do you think?
I ain't sure. I don't know. I got distracted by a buzz on my phone, so I missed it all. So apologies, guys.
He just warped in a couple extra adepts. He's not like going glaives or anything.
No, it's just I think he's just worried about lings coming across. Yeah. But instead, we've got hydras on the way, banyan nests. We will be seeing lurkers in the near future, but we gotta get 4 gases at once right now. Kyboi just boosting up that economy. And Overseer flying through, seeing the bajillion. Magnath has 8 gateways on the way. Gonna be going up to 12. Holy cow!
So Magnath has cut probes at 52. He's warping in 10 gateways. He's got charge and +1 on the way, and he's been pumping out immortals. I don't think he has a... Okay, so he has the Dark Shrine, but he doesn't have a Temple Archive. So it looks like it's just going to be going for some sort of big Immortal Charger Archon push, all-in kind of thing. Okay, no, probes start back up. That's really weird. He cut probes for a long time to get those 8 gateways, and now with +1 and charge finishing up right here, we should see an attack, but we just kind of don't. So kind of a weird decision from Magnath. I feel like this is maybe just a mistake, flat out.
Yeah, he's looking a little indecisive. Now he's moving out, but there's more Hydras being produced. Now we're getting Baneling speeds on the way.
Yeah.
And I mean, Baneling's running through, getting 5 workers.
That's nice. That's certainly nice for Kyboi. It definitely makes the transition less viable for Magnath. And yeah, Kyboi's up 10 workers. He cut drones at 62. Pretty much perfect. And he's just been producing units nonstop ever since he scouted those gateways. And this army supply for Kyboi is just going to keep building as Magnath kind of, you know, he kind of lollygags a little bit while moving across the map. And it's giving Kyboi plenty of time to prepare for this.
Yeah. My biggest concern is that there aren't enough Banelings here for Kyboi. The Zealots are coming in. He's morphing in some more now, but the Banelings are all gone. Force field's coming down. And this third base actually looks like it might be in some trouble. Nice flank here. Magnath kind of caught himself in the middle of a surround, but it's kind of working. The force field's cutting off a lot of things, but now the Banelings are going to roll in. I don't know what they're trying to hit, but Magnath might just barely have enough. He lost his prism, so no reinforcements here, and that might allow the defender's advantage to really save Kyboi here.
Yeah, so Kyboi making the correct decision, I think, there to sacrifice a couple of extra units on the south side to get that prism taken care of, because this is kind of an all-in push from Magnath. Basically, all Kyboi has to do is hold reasonably well. Obviously, losing 20 workers would probably be a losing scenario for Kyboi, but just holding, even losing 10 workers, even losing his overlords and having his entire army supply wiped, it's still a playable and winnable game for Kyboi. Although another prism coming through is not looking good for the Zerg.
No, yeah, this push is super scary. Now, all but one Immortal has gone down, but the Hydras, they don't deal with the Zealots very well. There's now no answer to the Zealots now that this backup War Prism has arrived. The reinforcements of Charge Hots are just dealing terrible, terrible damage here. No upgrades for Kyboi to speak of. He's down in supply, he's down in army, and now DTs have entered the fray. But I think there's just too many Charge Hots, reality.
Yeah, that there are, and the DT is warping in as well. There's Overseers to spot them, but the units are not there to kill them, and Magnath takes game number 1 with a kind of an all-in, a 3-base all-in. I've seen builds like this before.
Yeah, like it was do or die. Like he needed to win with that push, and like what happened with Kyboi there? Like why? Like I thought it was the correct. Really well.
It was a well-executed push. Losing the 10 workers to the 9 workers to the 2 adepts in the prism was a massive blunder. And I think if Kyboi had defended that, then it's a win. I think with how close he was to holding the push as it was, I think it's safe to say that 9 more drones mining for that entire time would have completely changed the outcome.
That's true.
I think he needed Magnath to mess up the push a little bit to win from that situation. And Magnath had really good force fields. And even though he was kind of like dilly-dallying across the map a little bit, he still kind of hit well, you know, like he got in a good position. He had a good number of units, and that was actually, I'm looking back on the stream with the delay, and it was actually +1 attack to 0 upgrades from Kyboi. And I think that might have played a little bit into it as well.
Yeah, that I noticed that near the end of the fight that he'd had +1 that whole time. I'm really curious if having an actual Baneling count at the beginning of that fight would have been helpful. Because by the time the Banelings finished morphing and rolled in, there was no Zealots for them to hit. The Roaches and Hydras had already dealt with them, but the Roaches and Hydras had taken the damage from the Charge Lots to do that. So weren't able to really get in on the Archons and Immortals in a high enough count. So the timing just worked out really well for Magnath and not as well for Kyboi.
Yeah. So we're moving on to EU for the second game. I believe that Kyboi is East Coast.
Yes.
Yeah. So ping shouldn't be too bad for him, but it's going to be slightly better for Magnath. So keeping that in mind, Magnath did win on Kyboi's server. And these sorts of things can play into at least the mentality, if nothing else, for the players in the series. They're probably thinking about servers just a little bit whenever you play cross server like this.
Yeah, absolutely. But maybe it's just gonna be a trading of when on your opponent's home turf.
Yeah, there's a lot of series that kind of go like that, where the build orders just work out better on one server versus the other, and it doesn't really matter the ping. That being said, let us introduce the players. Spawning in the bottom left-hand side of Oxide LE, the pink Protoss player representing Platinum Heroes. He is Magnath.
And in the top right in the yellow from Alpha X, the Zerg player, down 1-0, it's Kyboi.
Magnath's emote game not quite as on point as Kyboi's. So even though Magnath may have won the game and he might yet still win the series, Kyboi wins StarCraft because he has better emote game.
It's true. I'm trying to find that one that Magnath just used because I don't recognize it. And Blarg SC2, thank you for the follow, sir. Where is it? I can't find it. Don't worry, guys. You're not missing anything. There was just a probe. There was just a hatch block with a probe. And it's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, okay. Well, I can't find it. Anywho. Kyboi going for the triangle third.
It might be one of the unlockable ones.
Yeah, I tried skimming over those, but couldn't find it quick enough. I couldn't do it, Captain.
Uh-huh. Amazing. Oh, it's coffee.
Calf.
That's what it is.
Magnath's ping even on EU is about 90. Egyptian internet.
Yeah, I've heard that it's even higher than 90.
So really, it's no different playing on NA versus EU?
No, it's different. It's the difference of 150 ping to EU and 250 to NA or something like that.
Oh, 250 ping. It's like me to Singapore. Which I did once beat Chocolate on Singapore.
Nice.
I can say I did do it. It was during his return to StarCraft, so it wasn't full skill Chocolate, but what I decided to do is I'm just gonna try and make the most movable army possible and see what happens, and it worked.
Yeah, Protoss. That's pretty good.
Protoss F2 A move, baby. Let's go. Okay, Stargate opener. Is it gonna be Void Rays or Oracles?
4K no los dos. I think we could see both. Maybe an Oracle into Void Ray.
So
Or it could be Phoenix. Magnath is a wild card.
Hey, I heard
I don't-
you were a
I-
wild one.
I don't think Magnath will go Oracle first. If any, like, out of all the options, I think the least likely is that Magnath goes Oracle first.
Well, we're about to find out. It's about to complete here, and ladies and gentlemen, it is. Hey!
I just, yeah.
You just casted cursed yourself, my friend.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, Oracle first it is. I don't understand the logic behind this. Usually Magnath is trying to surprise the opponent, try and catch the opponent off guard, and Oracle is like the epitome of I have nothing to hide. Although I believe it is Adept Stalker. Yeah, so he's going to use the Oracle to get high ground vision to kill the Overlord, which actually no, he's not. He just flies right by. Why?
Please, sir, why is this your plan? Well, I think he wants to get a scout because he's getting a sub 4-minute third, and wants to know if he has to be worried about an all-in.
Yeah, that's fair. Oracle actually activates its pulsar beam again, bringing it down to almost 0 energy. Gator in the chat, Magnath ping with whatever he needs for it to be an excuse for him. Very true. Yeah, that's actually the most accurate. Okay, so now he's going to clear out the Overlord, as I predicted a little bit ago. Kyboi looks like he's setting up for a queen walk. You can see kind of the creep height. He took the forward third, or the forward natural, I guess.
He's got 6 queens.
6 queens. He's got the creep highway. He's got the roach warren. Yeah, 7 roaches on the way. So this is going to be a queen walk. Magnath, as far as defending this, what does he have?
Nothing.
2 adepts, no shield batteries. He's
And
got
a
2
stalker.
gateways on the way.
And a robo.
Another. Yeah, he's
His
got a
robo's
robo.
Charge.
On the way.
But look how far these 5 queens already are. And a 6th one
Yes.
waddling her way to join. She's arriving late to the knitting party. But Brenda and her squad are just charging up in this. Yeah, this is not good.
It is 40 army supply to 17. So not looking good for the 17 army supply, even though he is on 56 workers. Okay, he's just gonna go up to 3rd. Kyboi will take that happily. Now 22 more links on the way, so he is committing.
He'll
this.
start droning after this.
But yeah, I would not be surprised. He's got a layer going. He's got drones in the way now. So good decision from Kyboi. This is... Magnath is hoping that Kyboi commits really hard and jumps in with all his units into cannons and batteries. And Kyboi might still do that, but as long as he's droning behind it, it's not that bad.
Kyboi needs to go for this pylon. It is the biggest Artosis pylon in the world right now. The units charging forward, Ravagers in the back as well as Queens. There's Tickle Beams going, and Immortal is out, but the Cybernetics core will fall, and just continuing to push forward. Yeah, there come the Corrosive Biles. Everything except a couple of buildings will get depowered, and this is just, a Queen will fall, but at what cost? Actually, more and more Ling's going to be trickling across the map. I don't hate that decision, as most of these units... Oh no, the Chrono onto the depowered Robo. Oh gosh. Reality!
I think this is going to be it for Kyboi. Some nice biles, some good micro here from Kyboi. Units got a little bit derped up, but sometimes you can't really do much about that. Overall, though, pretty good micro and well executed. Magnath going for a greedy play and gets punished. Simple as that. We got one 3-base all in game 1, and now another 3-base all in game 2, but the opposite player. GG is called, and I think we're going right back to NA after a pretty short game.
Yeah. Yeah, 7.5 minutes. And yeah, that was just Kyboi abusing Zerg, honestly.
I mean, I am not a fan of all the decisions Magnath made in conjunction with each other. Separately, a 4-minute third is not that bad. Whenever you're not going for double Oracle into No Void Ray, and then Robo, Twilight, and Forge instead of 2 of the 3, and also if you hadn't blocked their natural expansion and forced them to take their 3rd base, which Kyboi took the triangle 3rd, which allows him to have faster creep spread. So it was these 3 things working in conjunction to make that the most ideal situation for Kyboi. And even though he was kind of droning up behind that attack a little bit, he still just completely crushed it. So.
Yeah, that he made the he could try and transition behind that, but he made the call to just.
Well, and he started transition. Yeah, he started transition when he started up a layer and he on a Hydra Den and some drones. But then he saw that there was just nothing from Magnath, so he just committed to units just to get the game over with, not give Magnath any chance to come back.
No.
So.
Because that one Immortal was putting in a lot of work, I will say. Like, that was... there. With
The
a couple
Immortal
of
was putting in work, but
with a couple of extra units and no reinforcement lings from Kyboi, that could have maybe have been somewhat of a hold
yeah.
in certain respects. But I mean, even if he did hold there, that would be because of a good transition out of Kyboi, and it'd still be over.
Yeah. So, all that is now behind us as we're back on the NA server. And so here we have playing with somewhere between 200 and 400 ping, depending on how many excuses need to be made. We have representing Easy Dunk and Platinum Heroes, the Pink Protoss Magnath.
Well, and LegionCup and the Drunken Outlaws and very good.
He's just
every team.
Yeah. Pretty sure he's on Alpha X as well, just as an official member.
No, actually, because you can't multi-clan on Alpha X, so that's one. He'd have to give up all the others in order to be on. It's like becoming a U.S. citizen, Kappa. And in the bottom left, in the yellow, from Alpha X, it's the Zerg player, Kyboi.
Yeah. Not in any other clans, funnily enough. Okay, so this is Gateforge coming out from Magnath after he blocked the hatch. Really interesting play, to say the least.
I mean, there's an Overlord that's going over there to spot this. I have been curious about the effect of doing Gateforge while hatch blocking, and if it would work.
Okay, the Overlord is following the probe.
I mean, you'll just want to cancel this hatch and go expand back at your nat, right? Like that's the play.
I think so.
I mean, he's actually.
Wait, did Kyboi see that?
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah, he saw it.
But he's trying to make it so Magnath doesn't know he saw it.
Oh yeah. So the pylon's already finished. Which one's gonna finish first, the cannons or the hatch?
Oh,
I think this is important.
The hatch definitely
sure?
finishes first. Yeah. Like, look
Okay,
how close the hatch is to being done. So that's the awkward part here is Kyboi can't force the cannons to complete and then cancel the hatch. So now Magnath should just cancel both these cannons, maybe leave one, but it's like, you could maybe leave one, but it's really not worth it. And
He retakes it! What a legend.
Oh, yeah.
What a legend.
And now you can't drop more cannons, so...
Yeah, I mean, Magnath has already expanded behind this. Kyboi drops a Roach Ward. Does Magnath see that? He doesn't. He doesn't go all the way in. Okay, but there's a cannon back at home.
And he didn't check the second gas. Kyboi's continuing to mine double gas. So yeah, Kyboi double expanded, but he's not planning on double expand. On double macroing. Oh, well.
Nice try, buddy. But no, Lings and the Overlord are gonna prevent that from happening. It is a full wall from Magnath, but Ravagers kind of want that. I feel like, but I don't know. Like, the Stargate's almost finished already. I don't think that a Roach attack will be entirely successful. I mean, it'll always get cleaned up eventually, right? Because the Roaches don't attack air.
I know.
I guess it's wait. He's killing the Forge.
Unless you miss micro and allow Biles to hit, yeah, like the Void Ray will eventually clean it up. But the issue is how much damage will the units get done on the ground first. And yeah, now you're actually helping Kyboi get in.
Yep.
This is less than ideal.
Yeah.
You're gonna...
No, this is far from ideal. I would say this is the opposite of ideal. In fact, I would go so far.
Okay, well the Ravagers are now here. I mean, fortunately for Magnath, Kyboi did not commit to a lot of units.
Yeah, which is actually kind of a bit of a shame here because
it could have worked.
it probably would have worked. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a wide open natural. If there was like 20 Lings, yeah, this is just game over. Magnath would lose all of his economy. As it is, this Void Ray is going to be chasing down the Ravagers all the way across the map, and Kyboi is going to have to struggle to get a good queen count up to defend against the double Stargate Void Ray that Magnath has on the way. Corrosive Bile is going to hit, but just dealing shield damage. Kyboi kind of running these Ravagers around in weird ways, trying to escape the Void Rays, but being unsuccessful.
He looks like he keeps changing his mind on if he wants to escape the Void Rays. Like he's trying to almost bait them, it feels like. And
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, 2 Void Rays do beat a queen, but no, with the second queen, yeah, it's going to get a little dicey. A good micro here out of Magnath, going to be able to snipe 1 queen. Another queen going to come and join. Now, hull damage going down on both the Void Rays. Are probably going to get out of here.
And Magnath is just going to kind of take the whole damage here and pulls back the 2 injured Void Rays. The queen getting pretty low. There's just not very much anti-air here for Kyboi, and what was looking like a decent start for him is completely turned into a disaster, as those 3 Ravagers and Lings really did not do enough. Nitostorm is on the way, so he's looking to try and end this quickly, knowing that he is behind in the macro game.
He is building 3 queens at a time. He's got 3 out, and he'll be able to have... Oh, and he's going to be able to immediately snipe a Void. Very nice. Just the queen micro away from Kyboi has been lackluster, to say the least. And the Void Rays have spotted the Nidus. Honestly, I would have popped that injured queen into the Nidus just to save it. And no spores. Like, why not? Like, I don't understand what is Kyboi doing?
I think Kyboi is kind of falling under the pressure here. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities he could have had to save his queens by throwing them into Nizer. Okay, he does now. Good micro. Pops it on the other side. He's going to be able to snipe that Void Ray. Actually, Magnath has lost almost all his Void Rays.
Yeah, he's down.
Kyboi is floating a lot of money, and he can kind of like use that pretty quickly here once he kind of gets
decides what he wants to do with it.
Yeah, once he gets his stuff together. I mean, he's got a lot of larvae. He's not supply blocked. He's got 13 larvae. He can drop 13 drones right now easily. Be really ahead.
Actually, he could only drop 7, as he's now well, now he can drop 0 because he's very supply blocked. Just trying to come down. I mean, he is preventing Magnath from taking a 3rd, so that's nice. It just like Kyboi's not going in any direction. He's not getting tech. Like, he has a lair, but he's not getting tech. He's not droning. He isn't getting spores as defense. Okay, now he's going to drop a Hydra Den.
Yeah, 8 Overlords on the way. Okay, now that he's unsupply blocked, continue making queens and just drone up like crazy. This is the play.
Yeah,
he's
15
got a lot
drones.
of lanes. He can continue. Okay, yep, good play. He's got 3 more queens in the way as well. He's still got these lings out on the map. He's going to be able to deny this 3rd base again, I believe, as it's still on quite low health, and these adepts are not completely tucked in. Void Ray is coming back. He's going to decide not to commit. Does grab a probe for his troubles, but that could have been worse for Magnath.
I feel like not going for the Nexus was a mistake. Like that.
Yeah.
Like
the Nexus still being on low HP made it quite vulnerable.
Yeah, like you had the 30 lings there. Oh gosh, running them under the Void Rays too.
Yeah, this is a lot of his lings, but these Void Rays are suddenly not as scary anymore. Now that Magnath or Kyboi has had some time to breathe, he's got a good queen count up, and he can kind of sort of defend a little bit.
Yeah, no, he'll be fine now.
Magnath as well.
Why are you running? Where are you running to? That's what there's 1 queen over here. Oh, no. Okay. He's going for the queen sandwich with Void Rays as the lunch meat. Yum, yum, yum. A couple Void Rays are going to fall with that one.
Two queens for a Void Ray is the final trade there. Kyboi is going to drop a Nidus in the main. Does the Void Ray kill that? No, he's loading up all the queens. Wait, this might go up. It's gonna go up.
It's gonna be close. Unload. Oh, the Void Ray change target I think was. Oh no transfuse.
No transfuse.
I don't. Oh, none of the queens that popped out had a transfuse available until like just now.
No, that one that just dropped the tumor had one available before he dropped the tumor.
Yeah. Okay.
But
he's gonna.
So many Void Rays. It's actually gonna overpower this half of a force. I don't agree with him popping out. Well
now with all those Hydras, I think he's fine. Like, he's at least going to trade well, and the thing is, he can rebuild Hydras way faster than Magnath can rebuild Voids. And 7 probes also went down, so that... We've had 17 queens die in this game. Kyboi's lost almost 3k more resources.
It's insane. 7 Voids for Magnath. as well. I mean, this has to be a good situation for Magnath. I mean, he's up, what, 20 supply at this stage in the game, 10 minutes in, but also this phase of the game where he's transitioning to carriers. Meanwhile, Kyboi is kind of scrambling to get his own good unit composition set up. Void Rays try and look for some more damage, but the Hydras are going to push him away. And Kyboi is going to need an answer to the carriers soon, and I don't see him being able to do that. Oh my god, these Nidus worms.
You know what 3 or 4 Spore Crawlers would have done for Kyboi in this game? Literally save like half of the queens he's lost. In all honesty. Hydra's going to be popping out here. The carrier's not in a good position here. Void Ray going to instantly go down targeting a Hydra. And we've even got a couple of drones as Spore Crawlers here just for kicks and giggles. Now the Void Rays are coming in from the flank, so they should be able to snipe this Nidus Worm. They're actually not going to go for it. They're going to prismatically align and try and kill queens, which is the play, but actually all these Hydras are super trapped. But actually, who's trapped and where with who? There's no interceptors here, and reality, I think Magnath takes this.
Yeah, he's gonna hold this little attack, but I don't know. Kyboi, I think he wanted to grab some carriers here, but the static defense in the main and in the natural is very helpful for Magnath, for letting those survive. I mean, okay, Hive on the way. Kyboi just now starting 1-1. Kyboi is recognizing that his longevity is not very good in this game. He's not able to quite finish the game, but Magnath is not quite defending well enough for him to want to leave. So we're just kind of stuck in this weird limbo where they're taking weird, scrappy fights. But I think it's going to end pretty soon as Magnath is making 3 carries at a time. These Void Rays coming into the main. They're going to dramatic line, try and get the Hive down. Hydras are way out of position. There's one queen. The queen is trying to be as heroic as she can, but not going to be able to do much about these Void Rays, and they're going to smartly pull back. Well, I mean, he sees there's no reinforcements coming as Kyboi just wants to go right across the map, and they're going to dive on that queen.
Magnath has been so good with these Void Rays, man. Like, this is
very active.
Putting a beautiful clinic on.
Being very active with the Void Rays, and Kyboi just not quite being in the right position at the right time too often, I think. As the recall is going to come down.
These Hydras, dude, there's too many carriers, man. You need
yeah, it's GG.
Microbial Shroud or something.
Or, you know, better upgrades, more units, any of the above.
Any of that, yeah. I don't think moving out there was the right call.
It's the only call, really. He can't win in a long game right now. His upgrades are too far behind. His eco is too trashed. He doesn't even have good tech anymore.
He has a nice amount of workers.
Yeah, but like 20 of those are not mining in the main. Yeah, it's more like 15, but
lovely.
But still. 15 workers puts him 10 behind Magnath, so.
Yeah, with this many carriers out, you want Corruptor Viper.
With good upgrades and a good eco.
That too. That too.
Yeah. So.
Well,
yeah, I mean, Magnath is just gonna push across. I think hit with +2, disruptors, carriers, Void Rays. I don't think there's much else that can be done about this game for the Zerg.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't. And now there's disruptors on the way, I think you said, and
yeah,
there's nothing here. No, he's done, man. He's so done. There are 10 carriers out on the map with 3 more on the way. We're going up to 13. The Hydras alone will not. You need a lot more Hydras than this to be able to deal with that many carriers. But let's see. There's the Microbial Shroud, but the Disruptor going to come and get a nice shot. The Microbial Shroud really helping, though. These Hydras getting some nice pickoffs. Some more Microbial Shroud. Like, if he had even if he had a proper Hydra count, that would have been enough. But alas, GG Magnath. gonna take the dub and go up 2-1 in this best of 3. Right on. Yes, you must only win on your opponent's server is the current play.
Yep. Apparently, ping has no bearing on these two individuals. As both of them just A move most of the time, it seems. TVZ, the A move versus A move matchup.
Hey. Some people just enjoy the simple life.
Yeah. The simplicity is what draws them in.
Give me the simple life. But okay, game 4. Do you know what map it is?
Map? No. I didn't see them do vetoes.
Okay.
It adds to the excitement, alright? Not knowing what map it's gonna be.
How's your day been so far?
Good. Saturdays are pretty nice. It's like the one day I get to sleep in.
Hey. Not Sundays?
No. You have to wake up on Sunday mornings.
Fair.
Yeah.
I just don't like sleeping. It's a waste of time, man.
Sleeping is an escape from consciousness. Therefore, it's good.
Therefore, it is good.
Yeah.
Very good, very good.
Alrighty. So, if we keep up the current trends and Kyboi wins this game, and then we go to Ace on an A.
And then Magnath wins that.
Yeah. Magnath begging Kyboi not to pick Terran. I think he has his priorities backwards. Terran is so easily doable. Not easily, but so much more doable than fighting Kyboi. PVC.
Yeah.
But hey, Magnath is doing it. He's got the builds.
He's pulling it off. He's doing the cheeky monkey stuff. Yeah, because if Magnath wins this, he goes on to play the winner of Chelch versus Chuck Doodle.
Yep.
And the loser goes
As
down
we
to
have
loser.
him, the man himself, hailing from Egypt, in like 4 clans apparently, bringing some clown builds to the series. But oh, is that good lag? Okay.
Oh, that's
good.
Kyboi.
Game paused.
Oof.
Kyboi internet not enjoying the European server.
I was surprised it wasn't me. Imagine being on your home server and being surprised the lag isn't you.
Yeah. That's a Magnath moment right there.
That's a Magnath moment.
Yep.
But oh dang, we've got, I mean, on the opposite side of the map, we've got ourselves, freaking get the fly? No. We got ourselves a 12 pool. Oh no. Oh no.
Well, it might be a 12 pool. We don't know yet because Kyboi is not.
Well, no, it is. The pool's down already.
Right, but we don't know if this game is going to still play out. Oh. Kyboi staying in.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
He DCs and then drops to 500.
Just Blizz server. Oh, okay.
Interesting. Oh.
Back to 2K. Okay, so we're just gonna. Yeah, so guys, we're just gonna wait until Kyboi's stuff breaks down. So the stuff fixes. I can talk. I've done too much casting in the last 24 hours.
Actually, you probably have done not enough casting. You can never do too much. Not currently, he's visiting. Oh. Yikes, dude.
That explains a lot, actually.
Yeah. Back to 200.
Chuck
Okay.
Doodle's cheering for Magnath. He wants to play Magnath in the next round.
Probably not. He probably doesn't want to play against Bredas twice in a row.
I don't know. Chuck Doodle beat
It's
me.
probably Chuck Doodle probably is not cheering for Magnath because he wants to play Magnath. Probably because they're friends.
I'd cheer for the person who I want to play. Usually. Most of the time. 95% of the time.
Canuck, if we were on the same side of the bracket, I was playing somebody else. Would you cheer for me? My opponent.
It depends. I would pump you up, but I would cheer for your opponent probably.
Okay.
Cause
Amazing.
well, I guess it depends on how much of a chance I thought I had of getting to the point where I'd have to play you.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't think I'd get to the point where I'd have to play you, then I'd cheer for you. But
Maybe he doesn't think he can beat Chelsea.
that's true. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, in the bottom
He is
right.
the champion. Oh yeah, Platinum Heroes, Pink Protoss, Magnath.
Well, Chelch. Technically, Oiltown's the champion of this particular tournament, sort of.
But he is the EU champion, Chelsea's.
Yes, this is true. And in the top left, in the yellow from Alpha X, it's Kyboi with a 12.
Yeah. Magnath is going to scout this. He drops his second gateway. He's going to drop the Cyber Core. Nothing fancy schmancy just yet from Magnath. Looks like it's going to be 10 ling commitment. So pretty normal stuff.
Mm-hmm. Interestingly, no chrono yet on the Zealot. The Ling's halfway across the map. I think they got the probe. They got the probe. No, they did not get the probe. But then why was there a blinky blink on it? I don't know. Okay, there's the chrono. And it's just gonna pop out in time, though. Ooh, almost didn't get them in the wall. Ling's focusing the Cyber Core. Thoughts?
It's the building furthest away from the gap in the wall. So this is the correct play. Because you are not trying necessarily to kill a building, because with the second Zealot coming out, the likelihood that you're going to be able to do that is quite low.
He's gonna get it.
But you do want to try and draw the Zealots away from that gap, and then have your opponent mess up. The Lings get a surround, kind of. The Zealots wiggle their way out.
Finish the Cyber. Oh, I would have just sacked the Lings and gone for the Cyber. That would have been such a nice pickoff.
Yeah. Delaying the tech of the Protoss would be pretty big, but I think Kyboi more concerned about not taking damage to the follow-up here from Magnath. In the end, I don't think it really matters. It was a pretty decent defense. Lots of buildings had to be cancelled for Magnath. So while Kyboi lost 3 Lings, there was an equal amount of resources lost for Magnath in canceled buildings. And another 25 from that shield battery. So small little things, but overall, I think that was pretty okay for Kyboi. Not necessarily game ending or like putting him ahead, but he's even. So it's all going to come down to the defense of these Adepts and Zealots, and Zealots get taken care of. The Adepts are in the main. They're going to be trying to snipe as many drones as they can. Kyboi sends them back to mining a little bit too early, and Magnath keeps the Adepts here. Big plays.
Nice save.
Okay, dodge on the drone there. Oh, he doesn't quite pull the other one away there. So 6 drones going down is not what you want here as Kyboi. And now I believe Magnath is ahead.
Yeah, I think if he'd just pulled them away to the main, he would have been fine. But that was really premature. Because he'd lost 1 and had pulled them away. And so if he just kept them away, he would have been fine. But yeah, 6, man, that's too many. That's way too many. Good job from
It's
Magnath.
not game ending because he does get both Adepts and the 2 Zealots. He doesn't. He kept a couple of his Lings alive, so we can still use those to scout and whatnot. But it does put him behind, and it's going to come down to how Kyboi decides to play the rest of this game out, whether or not he'll, be able to win, obviously. But like, it's not going to come down to Magnath throwing. Kyboi can still win this by making good decisions.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, good drone pull there. We'll only lose one drone. Get a little hull damage on the Oracle. Nice start. Another Oracle on the way, so we're going just to double Oracle. And then, not quite sure where Magnath wants to take this yet. He's got his third base nearly done.
Yeah, I mean, Kyboi going for the greediest defense of the Oracles he can, so pretty good decision. He makes these Spore Crawlers extremely late, and then he's doubling up on Queens in the natural. I guess it's even tripling up.
Quadruple even.
I think one of those is going to be sent to the third base.
Eventually, yeah. Okay, 3 more drones.
Oop. He has the opportunity to snipe this Oracle. Okay, good.
Nice.
3 drones for an Oracle. I believe that's good for the Zerg. Especially if they're only going for 2 Oracles. If they're going for 3, maybe that's okay for the pro. Yeah, these small things. And, get some hull damage done as well after Magnath goes for a bit of a greedy revelation. And, Queens get a little bit angry at each other. Kind of a frustrating game, so I can understand. But yeah, Kyboi is just going to drone up. He's going to throw down his Roach Warren, so maybe looking to play Ravager, Ling Bane. And Magnath transitioning to ground. Are we going to see a similar timing attack that we did in game 1?
I think so. Because we've got Charge on the way, a Forge, Robo. It feels like the best play here to just go for a huge attack like that.
Yeah. I don't think Magnath wants to play this game out until the late game. He's not really that kind of player, but at the same time, he's kind of probing up as one would expect somebody to probe up when they're playing a late game scenario. So maybe he is. Like, he's not really dropping a ton of gateways like he did in that game 1. So
well, he's now dropping 4.
Yeah, but I feel like in game 1 he'd already dropped 8, dropped 8 more.
I mean, the timing is going to be a little off because of 12 full start. But we're just going to have a Queen March. Oh my. Okay. Static Dig. Magnath going to be adding in a couple of cannons. Unfortunately, the Adepts are blocking one of the probes that was going to build a cannon, so not only one going to actually go down. So there's a shield battery and a cannon at the third. Okay, now he's going to be adding in more, but are they going to finish in time? The first one, yes.
Not paying attention, and not like Kyboi's actually 66 army supply to 20 of Magnath, up to 70 now.
Yeah.
That is a lot. That's a lot of Zerg coming across this map.
There's only one shield battery, and it is very easily destroyable, but he's actually going to go for the natural, start to bile down that pylon here. The Immortal and the Adept's going to move forward, but they're out of range of the shield battery immediately, and a couple Adepts are going to go down. The Roach is moving forward, trying to jump on top of stuff. Corrosive Bile going to land, almost take out the shield battery, but
Link's get the wraparound on the Immortal, and pylon in the natural is super low. He's going to depower that, moving all the static defense from the picture for just a second while the other pylons finish up in the back. And Immortal at the third base is a little bit exposed, but Kyboi is going to dive deeper into the natural. At the same time, in the main, there's a Dropper Lord coming in with a couple Lings in it. Magnath, even if he defends to the natural here, is going to take severe damage in the main. This is looking like it's going to go to an ace match.
Yeah, the Lings counterattacking here. Oh, they're going to depower even more buildings. This is nice, and now more Lings coming in here. And since probes were evacuated here, lots of probes are going to go down. The natural is forfeit. The third base kind of defended, but more just there aren't Zerg units there. A Disruptor is now out. We'll see if he can get any kind of money shot, but of course it is. It's Kyboi. He eats the biggest and fattest of Disruptor shots and then still wins, because that's how he rolls, baby. Lings just absolutely everywhere. Disruptor shot gonna take out a handful, but really it's like trying to scoop out the ocean with a bucket. It just ain't gonna work. The Zealots will fall. All the buildings are depowered. Chrono, this is bad.
Not that it would have made a difference, but that Disruptor just barely doesn't get out. And man, Kyboi with these Queen Walks, this is just disgusting.
Just too good, man.
Magnath has just no production at this point. If we look at the production tab, he is Oh, well, one disruptor pops out, but he's rebuilding a cyberboard, and that is basically the only thing that's happening right now. GG is called. Kyboi brings it back to NA, where he will have the ping advantage that will probably not actually win anyways.
Yeah, he has the server disadvantage.
Yeah, the ping advantage, but the server disadvantage. Yeah.
Kyboi, both players probably want to play on each other's servers at this point. Wow.
Yeah, but hey, ace match, that's when you have, time to change things around.
This is true.
It's the one match where you can just pull yourself together and give it your all. There's nothing else left to play. You leave it all out on the field, right here, right now. Because this is upper bracket, so
yeah.
If they do lose here, it's maybe not the end of the world, but I don't think there's going to be any build saved here. This is just what they're going to bring with the best that they have,
Yes, sir. Alrighty, guys. Let us know in the chat who you're cheering for. Who you want to win. Who you want to take the dub as we go to the final game.
I think there's actually just a lot of Magnath fans in chat, and then the casters are evening it out by being massively biased towards Kyboi.
Yeah. Alpha X people don't watch the streams in which their guys are competing in. That's not a thing.
Well,
usually, because there's
we watch each other's BTL stuff.
Okay, that's different. We're all there just to party and have a good time together. Like that's our bro night.
Yeah.
But we're too busy playing to watch each other. We're all busy playing in tournaments.
Oh yeah. Unfortunate. As we have final game. Spawning in the top left-hand corner, representing Easy Dunk. He is the pink Protoss player, Magnath.
In the bottom right, what is he going to pull out here? Well, it's going to be a cheeky 14 pool. It's Alpha X's Kyboi. You think this might be safe against Gateforge, because Romanticide is such a good Gateforge map, and Magnath's already done it. However, he's going for a Nexus first.
Nexus before Pylon. Versus Pool before Overlord. We have two wacky builds facing up against each other. I have played countless PBZs in my life, and I don't know how to call this.
Yeah, because the biggest thing is I don't know what direction Kyboi wants to take this 14 pool. Like, how many lings does he want to make? Oh, and it's a forge. It's a Nexus first into this. Okay, now I'm a bit concerned for Magnath here. I'm a little concerned.
Well, I think it's a forge fast expand build. So he's just gonna build defensive cannons.
Oh, and 2 gateways.
So it's gonna be a hard wall.
Okay. Well then,
yeah.
I think it's up to Kyboi to decide how he wants to respond. Does he want to try and Nidus / all in? Because you know it's just gonna be Stargate.
Yeah. Stargate's pretty safe against like Ling Floods, as long as you have the rebuild. Nidus, it can work. Like if you get a good queen count coming in, Nidus can work.
Now, does Magnath cancel one of these gateways and build a cyber in its place?
No, you can't. You can't afford that. He's gonna do it.
Can you though? Can't you though? Wait, what? Oh, he just wants to reposition.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
You know, honestly, what would be a dope move is if Kyboi went and took a 4th base. Like just dropped, like skipped the queens and dropped a 4th base?
I don't know. I don't think a 4th base is as useful as you think it is because
Well,
the queens are gonna produce more larvae.
Is he gonna probe the glitch out? Yeah. Wow, he uses the gateway to do it.
By the way,
Mm-hmm.
Magnath has lost almost 200 resources this game already.
With all his
And he has
cancels.
lost
Yeah.
a single unit. A probe. A scouting probe.
Okay, yeah.
I think this series, Magnath has lost 400 minerals worth of cancelled buildings before 4 minutes.
Yeah. It's. I mean, in one of them it was for a cannon rush, so that's a little more acceptable, I guess you could say.
It might be 500 minerals, actually. I didn't even remember the cannon rush.
Oh, you're not even including the cannon rush. Then yeah,
It's a bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, in the end, it's okay, I think. Magnath, he's getting away with other stuff in exchange for the canceled cannon, or the canceled buildings. But still.
But still.
I don't know, Kev.
I don't.
It's a bit unorthodox. It's a bit unorthodox, if nothing else. But yeah, Magnath, he is scouting around his main, looking for Nidus. He's sending probes and adepts out, scouting for as much as he can. But Kyboi, for once, is kind of just playing an honest game. He's going up to 48 workers at the very least. He's got Ling speed on the way. He's got +1 melee. He's building spores. Like this is almost standard.
Yeah, he's just like, okay, like Kyboi is quite a bit of a macro machine. I want to see him use his macro capabilities, and we might finally get a chance to see it. I would like him to spend his 13 larva with his million of minerals. There we go. Well, he had 800 minerals and 13 larva and supply, and I'm like,
Yeah, 14 drones in the production tab now, so he is droning up like crazy, and Magnath has no way to punish us.
No.
There's enough queens to defend these void rays coming on the map. He's got spores even if he needs that, and even though he went Nexus first, Magnath's eco is just not taking off as much as Kyboi's is. Funnily enough, like Kyboi went for the early pool and Magnath went for the early Nexus. Magnath defended the early Nexus defended the early pool without really taking critical damage, but somehow Kyboi is just drastically ahead in his economy.
Yeah, okay, now we're starting to get into the dicey situation. These queens not having a good time. I would have liked to have seen that queen still go into the bit closer to the sport collar. The Void Ray's trying to focus on the sport collar, but unfortunately, I think that's not exactly the play that you're going to want to see. Is now the queens are able to chase away these Void Rays. Yeah, there's 4 versus 3, but 2 of those Void Rays rather low on health. I'd like to see a couple, another spore being made at the natural just to replace the one that was lost. But see the power of a spore? The spore didn't even get any shots off.
Yeah, just distracting the Void Rays was kind of enough to help swing the battle and delay for those extra queens in the main to get there. And Kyboi is going to go for an expansion down on the low ground, as well as mining out these minerals to try and get that rich Vespian gas base, as he has a Spire on the way. So maybe a fast Muta switch, as he is banking some pretty high amount of resources, I would say. And sloppy micro from Magnath. He is going to lose a Void Ray there. Maybe not looking at that exact moment. Kyboi baits him into a little bit of a spore trap there. Kyboi actually is floating 2,000 minerals.
Yeah, he does that.
Now he might be saving up larva and resources for Mitas. And if he is,
supply,
then
though.
Pretty big play.
Really need some supply. Okay, now with that advanced score, yeah, that's nice. Okay, Kyboi's just fine. Keep making those queens, but you need some overlords, my guy. Because yeah, now he's ready for mutas, but he was too busy dealing with the voids to free up enough supply to use everything. But he's just gonna keep moving on. He is expanding to the kind of 3 o'clock base.
Staying on the low ground here, it's a pretty powerful move for Zerg on Romanticide. Usually I like to see the 3rd base there, actually. I think it's, well, I don't like to see it when I'm playing against it, but...
Yeah. And now with the Mutas showing up, it's like, oh, hello.
Really fast recall there from Magnath, but he actually could have fought those Mutas, funnily enough. And,
yeah, +1 Void
yeah,
Rays
so,
do actually do well against Mutas.
Yeah, especially if the Void Rays outnumber the Mutas by twice. There's 2 times as many Void Rays as our Mutas. Magnath gonna switch into Phoenixes, but Kyboi is actually not super hard committing to his Mutas. He's making around 10. He's gonna try and get as much eco damage as he can, but mostly that was just to get Magnath off his back. Now that he has some breathing room, he can finally start injecting again, and maybe start to spend some of that 2,000 mineral, 1,000 gas bank. I would like to see Corruptors
fight this. There's no static D.
Yeah. He's gonna grab that Phoenix. Okay, not bad. But losing a couple of Mutas for it. These Mutas have accomplished one thing, and that is that they have gotten the Void Rays off his back, and that was important. But besides that, Magnath has handled them quite well. So it puts Kyboi back in the game, but it doesn't put him ahead. As I feel like I could have said this about 100 times this series already.
Oh my goodness, there's 15 Corruptors about to pop.
Yeah.
This.
Kyboi finally able to spend that bank, and now we see he's a good 30 supply ahead. So, yeah, that early game eco lead actually finally paying off a good 3 to 4 minutes later than we would expect it to, but yeah, Mutas and Corruptors flying across the map. They're going to try and deny this 4th base.
Oh, 3 more Stargates on the way. Hot dang.
Yeah, Magnath is going to go full on Sky Toss versus Sky Zerg, and we'll have to see how this works out. When I play this, as some Voider is actually going to be on. This one lose 2 for free here. Maybe even 3? No, not 3. Fluxane is a pretty good upgrade. It's going to corrode. Yeah, that's a cancel. And that's good. Magnath has 70 workers, but he's not actually able to efficiently mine with all 70.
Yeah, like, and even just look at the army supply, and Kyboi's double expanding right now, and Magnath can't take a 4th. And this, without the Mutas, you want the Mutas here with this fight. You could fight that, but only with the Mutas. Okay,
yeah, so you want the Mutas just to kind of take Void Ray shots, funnily enough.
Yeah.
They have, I think, less range than the Corruptors, and if not, then they're at least faster. So they kind of tend to stay ahead, and if the Protoss isn't target firing, then they are going to hit the Mutas, and the Void Rays will take a long time to kill the Mutas.
Oh, these poor Bangers.
Yeah. They were told that they would be destined for greatness if they joined the Zerg army, but they did not expect to be rolling into an army they could not fight.
This might be too much Zerg. Oh no, Kyboi not fighting the things himself. He's actually fighting the Interceptors, and now this actually is not enough Zerg. 11 probes do go down, but Kyboi took some heavy army losses there.
Yeah, that looked super scary for Magnath for a moment, but a bit of a missed micro from Kyboi is going to leave Magnath alive in this game, but he's still limping a little bit. He's now down quite a bit in economy, not only on the base count, but also in the workers, and it looks like Magnath is just going to try and hunker down on 3 bases, and try and max out. Meanwhile, Kyboi is just taking over the map. He's up to 6 bases now. He's got +1 air carapace on the way, and he's going to try and make Magnath bleed. Die from 1,000 cuts.
Oh, no wall, and the Lings are just going to be able to run into the main. The Corruptors are going to join, but that's not quite a high enough Corruptor count. There's only 20 Corruptors out on the map, and 9 Void Rays and 5 carriers are definitely enough to deal with that.
On the bright side, he does kind of pull it out of position. On the dark side for the Zerg, he's not going to be able to deal much in the main with the Lings behind that, but I mean, the idea was there, but Magnath had a pretty solid defense. I would like to see Kyboi just kind of sitting on his eco lead and building up an army that will not die to Magnath's army. This isn't really Kyboi's style, and this could turn very badly for him. But I feel like it's still the best play. Kind of, maybe. Viper's on the way. He's making a Spore Forest to spend his minerals. And yeah, looks like we're moving into a late game against all odds.
Yeah. The 14 pool versus Nexus first opener, and I'm concerned about Magnath being able to hold this 4th base Fortunately, his army is in the way to block Kyboi's army, but the... Oh my goodness, look how low HP a ton of those corruptors are. Oh, nice. Still snag back, but once you get Vipers out and can get it, and can get the Parasitic Bomb out, those Void Rays are going to melt.
Yeah, there's 2 Void Rays in particular I'm looking at that it looks like they would die to basically just 1 Parasitic Bomb, so yeah. Vipers are going to help a lot with the Void Rays, but I think they can also help pick off the carriers. I think a big mistake in Kyboi's micro is a lot of times he keeps targeting the Void Rays. But with the way he's kind of playing, he seems to be wanting to trade out. I mean, it is 85 to 64 workers, so trading out Corruptors for carriers is a pretty decent play. And if you can clear out the entire carrier count, Void Rays on their own aren't actually that good. As 7 more probes go down, and that kind of reaffirms my assessment of the trading out style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kyboi likes his multi-pronged. Baneling's trying to come over here at the 3rd base, but Cannon's going to be able to shut those bad boys down. Okay, so
Ultraless
Magnath,
Cavern is now finished. Infestor,
there's nothing really
Infestor's
on the
way
ground
as well.
for the Ultralisks to kill, though. That's the thing. Like, Magnath's not getting High Templar or Immortals or Archons, and he's literally just building Sky units.
Well, Magnath, or Canuck, the bases of Magnath are on the ground. I think that's the idea.
Fine. Oh, gorgeous Parasitic Bombs. Does lose the Vipers in the process, but that is... Oh my goodness, and there's not staying clumped up. Magnath not splitting them up. Angles to boot! Oh gosh, this is so good. Now coming into Spores. Now the Corruptors moving forward. They're going to target the carriers. It's still... Is there still just too much Protoss?
Oh my god.
What?
No way.
How did he eat all of that? Oh my gosh.
Kyboi is 1 Parasitic Bomb away from clearing his entire army.
Oh my gosh.
That was...
I mean, there's still 23 more Corruptors on the way, but 5 Void Rays being made at a time. This... Gosh.
Yeah? That's crazy.
What? I guess since the attack wasn't synced up with the Parasitic Bomb, but...
Yeah, the Festers, it was just not quite there. He kind of jumped his Vipers in prematurely, and then the Infestors weren't there to combo. And now Kyboi trying to come in for a 360 round, but prismatic alignment is activated, and Magnath is just going to push through with this extremely A-move army.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
And he actually is good at anti-timing. His +3 is going to finish basically after all the fighting is done. Protoss is quite a race, dude. Protoss is quite a race.
What? How?
There was just like half of the Void Rays were just sitting there at like red HP, and they did so much damage because it doesn't matter how little HP they have, they still do the same amount of damage. So yeah, like every single Void Ray, I'm looking at this a minute ago, every single Void Ray was red or orange. And if the Void Rays weren't there, then the Corruptors can take care of the rest of the carriers.
They just sat there in the Parasitic Bomb for a full 5 seconds.
Yeah, I think he just... But the thing is, the Parasitic Bombs don't stack. I think he needed the Fungals to pair it.
Yeah, I guess the Fungals were too late, and without a Spore Forest, like it
was just a little bit disjointed. He kind of dove in the Vipers, and then the Infestors were like popping out as the Voiders are dying to them.
That's actually nuts.
Yeah, Kyboi looking in the replay like, how did I lose that fight? Man, if you just had those Corruptors or those Infestors to get actually max damage done on the Void Rays, then I think that is actually just game winning for Kyboi. But yeah, Magnath takes a series 3-2, winning only on NA.
Only on NA. So NA best? NA better than
NA
EU?
best server. NA best server, dude.
NA best server?
Yeah. Thank everybody for tuning in.
Thanks, everybody.
Pretty entertaining series, as we were kind of expecting. Some funny games, some less funny games. There was pain, there were tears, there was laughter. In the end, the Protoss takes the victory.
Dang. Well played, Magnath. He will move on. Kyboi is not out of it. He goes down to the lower bracket. Still has a chance to win the whole thing, but dang. Yeah. Cool. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Blarg, for the follow. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. And that's going to be it for the day. Maybe I'll be on later playing some games, streaming. You never know. But otherwise, guys, also give Reality a follow. Twitch.tv/realitysc2.
No, it's twitch.tv/alphax_reality.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Did you ever chat? There we go.
Yeah, I did chat once, I think.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. Wow. Okay, well, clearly Protoss is broken, guys. So thanks, everybody.
Yep.
We're going to sign out, but until next time, good night, good luck, and have fun. Peace.
Adios.